Hello, welcome to Jade Coloring. In this video I'm going to be doing kind of a review. Really I'm just going to be playing around with these budget brand pencils. They're a pencil set that I bought quite a long while ago at a local art store. They were just, the name of the brand is Art Advantage, and it was just like 100 set, but it was kind of when I first started getting back into coloring, and I kind of forgot about them for a while, and then I kind of was going through some things and found them again. And I did color a little bit of this PDF. I'm sorry, but I really don't remember where I got this image from. And so I used these on the pig here, and I was actually pretty impressed with how they were working. But this is toned gray paper, so that might help, you know, give it a little bit of a vibrant look. But the colors I were using really blended well, and so I thought it would be fun to test them out and kind of work on this one of the pages in this book. The only downside so far to these is there is no color name. You just have Art Advantage on the barrel, and that's it. But with a scrap of paper, you know, to kind of familiarize yourself with these, it would probably work just as well. But it is nice to have that pencil name, because I like to refer back to, you know, the name of the pencil, because if you have, like, say, more than one kind of pinky tone color, purple, pink color, it will get a little confusing. It'll be hard to remember which one you're kind of looking for without a name being on that pencil. But I think with a piece of paper, you know, I will kind of get a little used to working with them that way. But yeah, I do think it comes in a 100 set, and then I think there's a 50 set. Now, like I said, I bought these at a local art store, but I just kind of put them in this little old tub I have. It's just got some odds and ends in here, and I kind of do want to get a case for them, but for now they're just kind of in this tub. But I lost my train of thought. So there's a 50 set and a 100 set, and I do think they are available on Amazon, and I will try to link them in the description. So I plan on working on a page in Nice Little Town. I think this is Circus Town, maybe. It's Tatiana Bogima Stolova. She does the Nice Little Town books with the little mice, and I love this book. I ended up printing mine off on a PDF, printing it off, you know, PDF form, and then binding it myself. So this one, somehow I missed it when I was putting this together. I don't know how I did that, but I'm pretty sure it goes in this book. And that definitely was one that I considered working on, but I'm just going to kind of look through here and see which one I think would be a good one to start on with these pencils. That's pretty cute. Also cute. It's really hard to pick when, you know, a book is this adorable. gonna go for some nice vibrant colors on his outfit. We'll start with this guy. And so I'm gonna go for a lot of pinky purples. And maybe do like a little bit of blue in there. And just kind of see where, we go from there. Okay, I got a few colors picked out. I'm gonna start kind of with, I guess, the clothing. I think I want it to be like a light pink color, pinky purple color. So I have this really light pink and then kind of a darker pink. And my naming of the pencils are going to be a lot of pinky and bluish, because like I said, they don't have a name, so I'm just going to try my best to give you an idea of what kind of color I'm using. So I'm just going to start out by kind of laying this one all over. And they're, I really do need to get a case for them because I kind of have them just piled beside me. But there are a lot of really pretty colors in this set. And I'm sure there are some that are kind of, lacking. And there's probably a lot of colors that are very similar to each other. But so far, I kind of like the color choices that there are to choose from. And this is that darker pink. I'm just going to go in and start shading with this one. But it's definitely fun to try out new pencils. So far, I'm pretty impressed with how they're blending. And they're not as vibrant as, your polychromos or your Prismacolors, but sometimes it is nice to go for that lighter tone, kind of like a softer touch to a page. Just adds a little something different, So it's kind of refreshing to use a different kind of pencil sometimes. Then I'm going back in with that darker pink. And I don't know if I should have all their outfits match or if I can, make them different. Little juggler troupe, I guess. They probably would all match. But it would be fun to give them all a different kind of costume colors. It is kind of hard to keep up with what pencil you have in your hand, if you have like the darker one or the lighter one when there's no pencil names. It would be a good idea, you know, to go through and kind of, you could label them yourself. Probably, you know, number them, although it would be fun to come up with your own color name for them. But I don't know if I'm creative enough for that. And I thought for kind of doing the extra little things here, I'm going to go in with these light blue colors and just try to add that. Just a little touch of blue. And this is the light pink color. It's been so long, I really haven't even used, I don't have any Crayolas anymore, but I haven't used those in forever. I am interested in getting a set of those, but I just haven't done it yet. And this is that darker pink. So far I'm really enjoying working with these pencils. Sometimes I find that, you know, I think when I was using these last, a lot of the very colorful colors are very nice and easy to work with, but sometimes like your browns and like the black are a little bit harder to use. This is the light pink. I'm just going to go back over, kind of blend them together. Yeah, I think it's coming along good. Probably should put something behind that. Always forgetting. I have to double check, make sure I got the light pink color. There is an obvious difference, you know, of course, but I do get used to having the color name. Trying to figure out what part's his pants and what part is his shoes. Or maybe they don't have shoes. Maybe, I don't know. I'm taking the dark pink color and doing some shading. But these definitely would take some getting used to. I think with time, I kind of would like working with them. Figuring out, you know, which colors are work best together. Different combos, color combinations. I'm trying to keep the pink out of that little like stripe here, but I do keep getting it in that. This is the light blue color. And the darker blue. And just kind of blend it with that light blue. Okay, I got one side done. Just gonna keep on working on his costume. This is the light pink, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and completely cover this side of his, the other side of the costume. It's a little bit hard to tell where you should kind of shade on this, but just adding a little bit of that dark blue. And maybe it'll turn out okay. Then going back in with the light blue. I think it's looking pretty cute. I like it. It is definitely a little bit like less vibrant than I usually end up coloring, but sometimes, you know, like I said, it's a little different, you know, so it's kind of fun to have a finished page with that kind of softer outcome with the color payoff. But I guess I'll work on the mouse. I gotta find my gray colors. Okay, I zoomed you in a little closer and I found some like pink and gray colors to work on the mouse. I think I'm gonna work on kinda, I do want his nose to be black, so let me find a black. Gotta sharpen it. Okay, so just gonna lightly go over his nose. And really this black is actually pretty, showing up pretty good actually. And I have, it almost looks like a cool toned and a warm toned gray. But let me see. Maybe I'll go with these two grays. And kind of just swatch them out on a scratch piece of paper. Trying to find, you know, which one I think will work best for doing the mouse's fur. See, this is where color names do actually come in handy. See, that's definitely cool toned gray. Is this gray or is it green? Looks a little green. Gray green. Don't want to use that one. And it is kind of lacking in the gray colors because I don't think I see any more. It's just these few. So that is one downside. There isn't very many gray colors to choose from. So I'm just going to make it work with these two kind of warmer grays, at least as close to it as I can get. And kind of make that work. So this one's a little bit darker, so I will kind of go in and start kind of doing a little bit of shading, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of pressure down. Just kind of adding this somewhat darker gray along the edges of the face. And then this is the lighter gray. I'm just going to go kind of over where I laid down that darker gray and just kind of do a nice even layer of that color. Now I couldn't decide what kind of footwear they're wearing, so they kind of look kind of like socks maybe. They don't really look like their feet, but I'm not sure, so it may be a mistake, but I'm gonna color it blue. Just the lightest blue, and maybe that will be okay. And do just a tiny bit of shading with the dark blue. I'm sure it's probably obvious to y'all, but I don't know. Can't figure it out. So, Now that I got good and sidetracked, we're gonna keep on going. This is another light pink color, but a little bit different than the one I used for the juggler's costume. So I'm just gonna lightly go in with that color. And do the inside of the ear. And then it's got his little tongue sticking out. And this is a very dark pink color. Might do just the very lightest of shading with this color for the ears. And then just go back in with that light pink. Okay, so gonna finish up the little mouse guy's fur. And then I'm just taking this darker gray, keeping to the edge of his face. I'm doing some shading on his arms and hands. And taking the other gray and just kind of blending them. Yeah, these Art Advantage 100 set definitely leaves out the grays in this set. There's not very many to choose from. But you can always go for, you know, different kinds of tones of brown. And that would be a good color too. Okay. Got one guy down. I do not know what colors to color the balls they're juggling. Maybe I'll go for like a pretty light turquoisey green color and an orange. That would be kind of pretty. It's a really pretty color. See here, I want a kind of peachy color, I think. I think this will work. It's a very bright peach color. This is kind of like a orange peach color, and I kind of want to do a little bit more shading with this color. And just going in with that lightest peach color and kind of blending them together. I think it's turning out really cute. I like that. I really wasn't sure what color to color those, but I kind of like how they turned out. This is the black, and I'm gonna go along the edges of this tire. A little bit in the middle of that, and then maybe take a gray color and just kind of go down the center. Maybe I'll do the petals like a gray color, but I might make the metal part of the bike a different color. Let's go in with some purple colors. Sorry, I'm having to sharpen these. My chair is being squeaky. So this is the light purple. I'm just gonna go onto this little cushion here, seat cushion. And then take a little bit of a darker purple color. I like these purple colors. They're blending together pretty nicely. I don't know. What color am I gonna do? We'll keep on with the purple. These little kind of like tassely parts. And then this is the light purple. Got a lot of different pencils laying out beside me. This is a very bright orange, but I don't really want to. Thinking of what color to color the bike. Maybe I'll go in with this pretty blue color. It's kind of like a bluish purpley color maybe. I'm just going to lightly go over the rest of that with the same color. It's a lot of colors for one little mouse juggler, but it is a circus, so. Okay, so I was thinking there's like little greenery around here, so I was thinking we would look at the green colors. These are just a couple of the greens. I've got a really light green, and then kind of like a darkish green, but not too dark. I'm going to start with the dark green color and just go down the center of this little plant that's kind of behind them here. And I'm just going to outline the leaf part. So far I like this green color. I guess it would have been less boring to use a unusual color, but I'm pretty boring, so I'm going with green. I always think about that after the fact. I could have went with a purple color or something. And then the lighter green color, I'm just kind of going where we left that kind of white of the paper showing. Looks pretty good. Nothing too fancy. Always kind of struggle with what color to color like lights like this. Maybe it would be nice to go in with this dark like red color, or well, just like a very strong, very bright pink, and it's a very beautiful color. Kind of outline around the light here. And then, let's see, I want a yellowy orange. Maybe this will work. Now, I need to kind of take very lightly shading the center of that, and then taking this orange color and kind of blending that out. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I won't put as much of that pink color there. Leave a little bit more white of the paper showing. I kind of like that. Something different for sure. I really like this guy's hat. That little mouse's hat. It's really cute. Can't tell if, I guess they would be in a tent, probably. But as far as the background goes, I wasn't really sure what to do with that. But I don't know. Oh, wrong pencil. This is the darker green. I think I missed a few of his fingers there. Okay, the lighter green. There's a little bit more shading. Now the big question, you know, is what color am I gonna color this guy? I have no idea. I spend a lot of time thinking what colors to use, and I think I spend more time doing that sometimes than actually coloring. But I don't know. My first thought is green, but I don't really want to color in green. It'd be fun to kind of work on his hat. It's got like a little interesting hat going on. Could use some pretty cool colors. I think I am going to color their little costumes all different. Kind of work on that flower. At least to me it looks a little bit like a flower. This is kind of like a really dark purpley blue. I'm just kind of adding that in the kind of shading with this. Maybe I color him orange. I don't know. I don't know what color to color that either. I'll go back to that. I think lime, kind of like a lime green. Lime green would be kind of pretty on parts of this, so I'm going to just kind of take this and color the biggest parts of this little hat here. Sorry, having trouble getting to that part. I'm being very messy with this pencil for some reason. I think I sharpened it. like a weird angle to it, so give it another sharpen. It's a little better. And I'm just kind of using this same pencil, but with a little more pressure for the shading. And just kind of lightly going in the center. This is a very light purple color. I think these two colors look pretty good together. Okay. Really having to use my brain to think of what all colors to use in this page. I'm gonna go ahead and do this kind of part around his, like under his chin, neck area, to match part of his headdress. gonna go in with this really light purpley pink color. Maybe a little over top with this kind of purple. I do want to kind of work on this a little bit. To kind of see what kind of colors I have. I don't know, I feel like he would look kind of weird brown. Get the scrap piece of paper out and kind of, let's see. It's kind of a deep orange color. Oh, that's an interesting color. Kind of goldy. They would look weird together, but it is like a weird creature, so maybe throw in a little bit of orange. It may be terrible. I don't know. Maybe not something so bright. We already have a lot of bright colors going on. So maybe I'll try to make something work with this. I don't know. When I thought about coloring this page, I was completely unprepared for coloring this creature here. So, I think I'm gonna go in with these two colors, kind of see how they work together. This is the darker color I want to use. But I feel like if I color him green, you know, he's not a frog really, but he's frog-like. So I don't want him to look like a frog because he's kind of like some weird circus creature. And this may be a terrible idea to color him this because it may look weird with all the other colors, but I think I kind of like it. I don't know why, but I think it's working. I might color, I feel like if I go in with this weird gold color for like the little bumps he has, it might be a little too much of that, so I might go back in with another color. We'll just have to figure what that would be. Maybe a bright orange, I guess. I'm going to take the black color and kind of start doing his eye a little bit. See how dark we can get the black to go. I might end up going in with another black from another set, but it's working better than I expected it to. I feel like this kind of took a turn for weird with the colors we got going on now. But it is fun. And that's, you know, the most important part. Really embracing this unusual color scheme. But these colors do blend together pretty nicely. But still have almost kind of like a sketchiness to them, if that makes sense. Or at least when I use them. See here, go in with this orangey color, kind of do a few of these little pattern or bumps that he's got going on. Then a lighter orange color over top. I think I do like that better than going in with that other color, that golden color. Guess we could, might make, whoop, dropping stuff. I can't like mix those pencils together because I won't be able to remember which ones were which. Let's do his little mouth here. Looks a little bit like an alien. a little more orange in his mouth here. Just very light color, a light wash of it. Okay, and we're going back in with this really brownish orangey color. I know I'm so good at describing these colors, but this darker color to do some shading. This has actually been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed starting this page with these pencils. They have quite an interesting colors to choose from. Okay, so going with the lighter of the two, and just kind of going over that darker color and bringing this closer in and across this area here. Got these other very little bit more brighter orange colors. Just going in and kind of adding them to these spots here. Oh, dropped it. Wow. That looks so funny. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to stop. I've had a lot of fun sitting down and playing with these Art Advantage pencils. They have been kind of sitting, you know, up on a shelf for so long I forgot about them, but it was a lot of fun. I did end up coming up with some interesting color schemes for parts of this page, but I think it's looking pretty cool. I really enjoyed how these work together. It's a different kind of outcome, you know, than if I was working with my Prismacolors, of course, but for the price, I think these are a really fun pencil to work with. You know, there's still going to be some things to be left, you know, to be desired, you know, with this pencil set, but all in all, pretty well performance, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. A little bit of a closer look, let you see what got going on so far. I know I only made like the smallest of dents in this page, but I'm a very slow at coloring. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of continue on using these pencils to finish this page. I hope this was helpful, and until next video, bye.